viewing the thing as a flawed system here. So here's a question. Well, then who created, just for example, who created the Catholic Church? Now, somebody's going to say, that's a human creation. No, it's not. Which is why it's lasted 2,000 years. It's not a human creation. It was instituted by the man God himself. Matthew 16:18, you are Cephas, and upon you I shall build my church. There's others, but that one stands out. Now, why do I bring this up? Because it can recover from the damage that men do to it. The Catholic Church will recover from the damage that's being done to it by Pope Francis, which is why I don't talk about it anymore, because it's pointless. I'm going to go to my little chapel, my little parish. I'm going to hang out with my Catholic friends. He's not going to change the way the catechism is taught. He's not teaching anything that's compelling me to follow it. So I'm just not, it's, from time to time I'll mention it, but it's really an exercise in just outrage. And it doesn't solve anything. But the institution, because it's created by God, will be repaired. Now, was the institution of democratic government created by God? That's not a trick question. It's not a trivia question. The answer is no. It wasn't created by God. Men in Greece in the 6th century BC or so determined that we would have these things called republics. And I think a smart guy named Plato actually wrote a book called Republics, and that they would be governed by input from the people at varying degrees. The Romans picked up on that. You get the Roman Senate. You get the Caesar, you get some semblance of a republican system. The Helvetic republics, the Middle Ages, 900, 1,000 or so, led to to basically some of the democratic institutions that we have here today. The parliament that was created in the United Kingdom was created by men. The legislature in the United States was created by men. It was an idea to have a bicameral system and to have a chief executive in every state, right? Those are creations of men. They are bound to imperfection, but that doesn't mean that they are bound to incompetence. Being bound to imperfection is different than being bound to incompetence. This is where we're drawing the line. Maggie, play digital media file number 2. So how is it possible that you could build a reservoir to serve Los Angeles County and it's supposed to be filled with water and instead it's bone dry? Why weren't the fire hydrants working? It wasn't because there wasn't electricity. It wasn't because of any of that. The primary cause was the reservoir was freaking empty. Well, who was supposed to keep the reservoir filled? Well, the DEI wacko lunatic whose a radio interview I played for you last hour is the latest one who's supposed to be on this. Folks, these are acts of sheer incompetence. You don't have to go looking for anti-humanism in Elon Musk's creations to give people the AI implant tool to be able to walk or see again. You can find anti-humanism in almost every organized democratic government on earth. But in the government of California, you have people that are demonically inspired. I agree with Aja Konis in the chat room. I think Aja Konis, Luigi, I think Luigi nailed it at crusadechannel.com/chat. Same way that I view that things happen in the city of New Orleans. This was the cradle of Catholicism in the Mississippi River Valley. The demons know that, and they're going to attack it. The state of California was a mission state. Hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of Native American, Native California Indians, whatever you want to call them, were converted to the faith by the Augustinians, by the Franciscans, by the Cistercians, by the Benedictines, that all just start in San Diego and go all the way to Humboldt County, and you can't swing a dead cat by the tail and not find a town that was named after a canonized saint. So California was, you could say, a Catholic enclave.